welcome back to my channel. This is Sid in the City. I'm so happy you guys could come back and join with me again for another weekly vlog. This week, I unfortunately didn't really go anywhere exciting this week, so I decided to take this time to do the Q&A because I know a lot of people have been asking me questions about like interning, what it's like in New York City, moving to New York, relocating, like all that. So I thought this would be a good time midway through the summer, even though it's almost over, but like midway through the summer to address those questions and all that. So I'm gonna get right into it. Okay, so back into it. We're gonna start with the first question. What's your name? Where are you from? Where do you go to school? Okay, so my name is Sydney. I go to the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. If you know Alabama, Roll Tide. For all y'all Alabama haters. But that's where I go to school. I'm majoring in public health on the pre-pharmacy track. So I'm into like the healthcare basis. I want to be a pharmacist or a drug informational pharmacist, which is someone who basically deals with like drugs on an everyday basis, like more so the research side of it in the lab, kind of like a chemist basically, but just working specifically with drugs. And I definitely want to work with pharmaceuticals, like pharmaceutical companies, especially dealing with maternal medicine. So that's something that I'm really interested in. How did I wind up interning in New York City? Well, the program that I am a part of is only offered in New York City. It's through a specific school and a specific program. And if you follow me on social media, which you all should, you'll see where I am. Keep up with me. I'm posting like all the time about where I am, what program I am in. I know a lot of people have been like messaging me about like they're interested in the exact program I'm in. I'm so willing to share that information with you all. I'm not the type to like withhold information. I want everybody to succeed, especially Black girls in STEM. Like, come on, okay? That's what we need to do anyway. So if you follow me on any of my social media platforms, you will know exactly what program I'm in. And that's why. Next question I got is, what do you want to do career-wise? Well, like I said, I'm on the pre-pharmacy track, so I'm interested in pharmacy. I would like to be a pharmacist, but I also want to work into like drug information, like I told y'all before. So just dealing with medications that, especially in maternal medicine, these medications and making sure like these long-term side effects that come along with them are better in the long run for mothers, their children, just overall for the entire healthcare system. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking down at my phone just because the questions are on here and I'm trying to skim through a lot of them. Like some of them are repetitive, so which I understand. A lot of y'all had questions, but some of them are repetitive, so I'm trying to answer like 2 or 3 in the same so I can get it all out. Okay. Any tips for applying to internships or even yours specifically? The only tips I necessarily have are to start early. Before I got this internship, I was literally looking like a year in advance at this internship. Like I knew I wanted to apply to it. I knew what information, references, what my CV letter, what my references needed to look like, getting my resume together and just building my resume as well, so that I, looked good as well as professional for the program. So the tips that I would have is start early. If you can, start a year in advance looking for internships, just so that you can prepare yourself as to how to apply, what all you'll need to apply, so you can make sure you have those requirements and things out of the way. And also another thing I have is apply way before the deadline. Like I think majority of the internships that I applied for, they would open, most internships usually the applications open around September, October, November. Usually within those time periods, like into the fall semester. They usually open and they close legit most of them by January 31st. So what I did was, like as soon as they would open, I was trying to write the essays like that so that I could get them to like a teacher or an instructor so that somebody could read over them, double check them, tell me what they thought I should correct, and so that you have enough time to also get your references, because your counselors, your advisors, your TAs, your deans, anyone that you're going to get these recommendations from, they're really busy people. Like, I know we all don't think that they really are, but they're really busy people, and they're taking a lot of time out of their day, out of their busy schedules to help you out. So just make sure you get those references. Make sure you have your resumes together. I took advantage of going to my school's career center and going to get my resume checked over. I also would send my resume out to professionals who worked in the industry that I wanted to work in, just so that I could see what a resume was supposed to look like. So I think that definitely helped me out a lot. So if that's something, if you're interested in internships, I definitely suggest doing things like that. I know it can be a little intimidating sometimes to, ask for help. So I'm willing to help people out. Like, if you know me, and even if you don't know me, yeah, I'm willing to help out. Just like shoot me an email. My email's in the description box anyway. So yeah, like I literally help people out all the time, like resume building, constructing your resume and stuff like that. Just because there's specifically things that people look for, and a lot of times we try to put things in our resume and we think it looks good, and it may look good, but just the way it's presented or the visual of it just won't cut it. So yeah, I think those are the big main three: is make sure you start on time, make sure you have all of your information together, whether that's your resume, your references, any of that, and making sure to apply way before the deadline. Do not apply the night before it's due. A lot of times, those applications that come in like the week before they're due, they don't even look at them. They really don't, majority of the time. I can't speak for all programs, but I know for me, it was just being punctual and applying way before those deadlines so that I would have all my stuff in and I could breathe, finally. Next question, how complicated was it relocating to New York? It was complicated because I had to move my entire life up here. Like, my entire life had to move to New York, and we flew up here. So you literally had to find luggage, and if y'all know, if you fly, you gotta pay for that luggage. So, granted, I get paid for this, but still, like, I don't want to pay for all that luggage. So I literally had to stuff my life into like 3 big suitcases, and I don't know how I'm gonna get all my stuff back home now. Because being in New York, of course, like, I've bought ridiculous amount of things just because the shopping's amazing. But still, like, the relocating wasn't bad. I think a home is where you make home, but it was definitely getting all my stuff together to get up here was a little complicated. Anxiety-wise, I was really stressed out. I know I was stressing my mom out. I was probably a brat the first, like the last couple of days leading to getting here. So relocating wasn't that bad just because, like I said, I flew. We didn't have to drive or anything, but I think it was a lot trying to get everything in bags, like me, hair, makeup. Y'all had to leave my wigs at home. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't just bring everything. And we're only here for 2.5 months, so it wasn't that bad. Are you staying in New York City for good? The number one question. No, I'm not staying in New York City for good. I am coming back to school in the fall. I actually leave here in a couple of weeks. I'm so sad. At first, I was just like, okay, I don't know about New York. But now I'm like, I'm really sad to be leaving. Yeah, I'm about to leave. I leave at the end of July, and then I go to my second internship for the summer. So, yeah, really sad, but I won't be here forever. I didn't move here permanently. Yeah. But New York is definitely somewhere I would come back to. I really enjoyed my time here. Loved it. It was amazing. What have I liked most about New York? The shopping. Duh. It's ridiculous, y'all. The shopping is so, like, it's really good. It's really good. And it's really bad for somebody like me because I'm a shopaholic and I can't say no. I will say no to food and buy things. That's bad. Don't be like me. But that's the one thing that I've loved about New York. The shopping is amazing. Like, and then they have festivals all the time, so you can literally do like street shopping and all that. I really loved it. Would I ever move here? To be honest, no. Once I got here, I realized how much of a Southern girl I am and how much of a Southern girl I will stay. Yes, I will stay. But I did appreciate New York. I loved it. It's very diverse here, like for real. It's very diverse. There are all different types of neighborhoods, all different types of people. And I just felt like it was like one big family here in New York, for real, for real. So it was really cool. I liked that aspect of it, but no, I won't be moving here. Also, I don't like being cold, so that winter stuff, dead, not gonna happen. What am I going to miss? What I'm gonna miss the most, I guess it's just like my routine. Like I'm used to getting up, going to my internship. Also, the people in my cohort, y'all, I'm going to miss the heck out of them. We have had a lit summer. Like it's been really good academically, socially. Like the experience has just been amazing. I'm gonna miss the school. I'm gonna miss the campus. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I'm just really gonna miss it. It was well worth the summer, the experience. I'm just really thankful that I had. Really thankful. What's your next stop? Like I told y'all, my next stop is I'm coming back to Atlanta, but I'm going to my second round of internship for when I get to Atlanta. So yeah, I'll be interning there. But I'm coming back to Atlanta, and then I'll spend a couple days at home, and then back to Alabama, back to fall semester. Also, when it comes to like applying to these grad school programs, make sure you go ahead and take like your GRE, your MCAT, any of the testings that you need to take before you get into these programs. Prepare for them. Don't wait until the last minute and kind of like BS them off, because these tests predict ultimately where you're going to be for the rest of your life. What type of doctor you're going to be, what type of pharmacist you're going to be, what type of nurse you're going to be. And I'm just speaking from the healthcare platform, not necessarily all the other majors, because that's just what I know. But yeah, I would say be serious about it. Also, build experience. I think the most important thing is gaining experience in any field that you're in, whether that's bedside manner, healthcare management, reception work, any of that, shadowing doctors. I've done that. So definitely gaining some experience yourself. Like I said, it boosts your resume, and there's nothing better than resume boosters, especially when you're young. They want you to do that. Yeah, so build your resume, and then when you're ready, apply to those programs. Don't apply just because all your other friends are applying. If you're not ready, you're not ready, and that's okay. Everybody's not ready at the same time. We all don't hit our prime at the same point. That's why you're you and they are them. Do what makes you happy and what makes the most sense. And that's for any of the schools that I say. Also, not having a plan is okay. I would say that just because I think it's okay to not know what you want to do. We don't have it all figured out. I know sometimes the world kind of makes you feel like you should have it all figured out. You don't have to have it all figured out. Nobody does. I know one thing like my grandma always told me is just like, if you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. And the older I got, the more I realized he was laughing at me, until I realized what was really meant for me to do and not what I thought I was going to do. So yeah, I'm not saying wait around till you're 30 and not have no plan and you be sitting at your mama's house on the couch, because ain't nobody finna be fooling with you. That's just ridiculous. But what I'm saying is it's okay to not be a millionaire at 21. It's okay to not have the newest car. It's okay to not be in a grad program exactly after 4 years. It's okay to not graduate in exactly 4 years. Everybody has their own path to follow. And the sooner you realize that, the happier you will be. Words of encouragement. For anybody out there who wants to intern, keep your head up, especially for like some of the really prestigious programs. Like I said, this one is a really prestigious program that I'm in. I thank God every day that I'm in it. Just stay motivated and just keep your eye on the goal. Like I kept telling myself for a year that I was going to get a really big internship, and I did it. I worked my butt off academically. I stayed focused. I got involved on my campus, off-campus community service, experience, all of that. So my words of encouragement are just keep your eye on the prize and don't worry about what everyone else is doing. No matter how long it takes you to get where you want to be, it's about getting there, not how long it takes to get there. So just put your best foot forward, try your best, and live every day for real like it's your last one, because you never know. You don't know if you're going to see tomorrow. You don't know. And just be the best person that you can be. I think being the best you for you is the best thing that you can be. Because as long as you're happy with yourself, everything else doesn't matter. You can't live life to impress other people and all of that. So that's my words of encouragement. I hope they helped. Also, some interning tips that I just wanted to throw out there is don't be afraid to relocate. Even with jobs too. Don't be afraid to relocate. Try some new cities. Get some new money, honey. It's checks out there to be cashed. And me, I'm going to sign all of them because I want my checks cashed. Okay? And don't be scamming, because that's not what I mean by checks cashed. I mean legit checks with your name on them. Don't be scamming. We know how y'all get down. Also, professionalism is key. The earlier you develop professionalism and professional development skills, the further you will make it in the professional world or sector, for real. They look for that. The younger you are, you can impress these old people. Like, you get in there and you can do their job better than them or be more professional than them, you impress them, okay? Because they don't think that we can do that. They don't think that we know. But professional development is key. Network, network, network. If I could preach anything, it's networking. Network with the people around you. You literally do not know if someone your age, younger than you, older than you, sitting next to you on the bus, on the subway, pull up next to you in traffic. You don't know who they are or who they know. You don't know who they could connect you with, where that could take you. So network, especially when interning. This is the time for that. They literally look for you to come out and literally just shake a hand, introduce yourself, take business cards. If you have copies of your resume, bring them when you go to professional events. Get your face, your name out there. Another thing is use your LinkedIn profile. I recently just started using mine a whole lot more just because I learned how much that it could actually help you. But use those LinkedIn profiles and connect, reach out to professional companies, and also take risks. Apply for that internship, apply for that job. The worst they could tell you is no. Like, literally, that's the worst they can tell you is no or not respond. That's it. So you might as well just go for the chance. Take the risk. Yeah, that was my last. I think that was my last take a risk, take a chance. My best friend's calling me, but I'm not gonna answer right now. I would close this video off by just saying that I think interning here was probably one of the best experiences I've ever had. So glad I decided to take this opportunity and this internship, and I'm glad to be able to share this entire experience with y'all. Honestly, this channel has made it worthwhile, like, for real. I look forward to going to places so I can be like, y'all, let me share this with people, because they be asking, like, what's there to do in New York? You know, so I gotta share with y'all so that y'all can see what I'm doing, so I can keep up with y'all too. Because I love talking to people on social media, for real. Like, I look for when people are, like, in the comments or, like, messaging me. I live for it, for real. So I thank y'all for being on this experience with me. It's not just my own sit in the city. Like I said, it's not just about me. It's about you guys too. And I'm just happy to share that with people outside of, like, my family or my friends. And that other people are actually interested in my life. Wow. Shook. But yeah. So y'all keep up with me. Next week, I promise I'll go somewhere, make a little video so that y'all can see what I'm doing. But yeah, I'll definitely do that. Thank y'all for tuning in this week. I will see y'all next week. Make sure you look below in the description box. Also above so you can subscribe. But below in the description box, I'm putting all my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Snapchat. Y'all can message me. You can like pics. Keep up with me. Retweet me. Quote me. Do what you gotta do, sis. Keep in contact with me. Yeah, I use all my social media platforms. Remember, it's CATALI 5 A's. But I always put that below so that y'all can see that. And links to those. Like I said, I wanted to thank y'all for tuning in this week, and I will see y'all next week. Peace.